Welcome. Have you been charged with driving while suspended or driving while revoked in Lee Summit, Missouri? Are you worried about going to jail because some of these offenses carry a mandatory 48-hour jail time minimum? Are you worried about financial consequences, like the problems with an additional 1-year suspension of your driver's license, or in fact, how it might affect your credit, or how it might affect your ability to get a job? Driving while suspended are solvable problems, and this video teaches how to solve them. There are many elements to driving while suspended that people do not initially recognize. First, you have to be operating a motor vehicle. Now in Missouri, operating a motor vehicle means actual physical control of the vehicle. So if you are sitting in your driveway and you are just have the car on, you are actually operating your motor vehicle. If you've even turned off the car, but you have the keys in the ignition and you're just sitting there, you're operating the motor vehicle. Some people think that's a defense, but it usually is not. The second one, which might be more interesting to you, is it has to be on a city road or a Missouri highway, which means if you are on private property, you can be driving around in your backyard with the driving while revoked license, and that's not driving while revoked. You're on private property. It must be on a city, county, or state road. Okay. Also, you have to have it canceled, suspended, or revoked. Now, this is more interesting because some people make this mistake. In Missouri, it is in a Missouri suspension or any other state. That is different than it used to be. It used to be you could be suspended in Pennsylvania, and in Missouri, if you got your Missouri driver's license, if they could actually give you one, then you would not be suspended in Missouri or any other state. That law has changed. Now, if you have never had any contacts with Missouri, but you're driving in Missouri with a suspended Pennsylvania or Kansas or Iowa license, since it's suspended in any other state, even though you don't have a problem in Missouri, you're driving while revoked. You're driving while suspended. So you have to watch out for those defenses. They're oftentimes not defenses at all. Driving while revoked and driving while suspended are identical offenses. A lot of people make that distinction, like they try to distinguish between a DUI and a DWI. Those statutes are the same exact statute. They use those terms interchangeably. You can have a driving while suspended. You can be suspended and not revoked, and revoked but not suspended. But for the purpose of this criminal law, it's the same exact statute. So there's no distinction between them. Now, costs, it is the second most expensive traffic ticket that one can get, with the DWI being the most expensive. Driving while revoked, if you're talking about a Lee Summit charge, a Greater Kansas City charge, you should expect a budget between $825 and $1,250, $825 to $1,250. And then you have your real problems. And that's why I strongly encourage you to immediately, if you get a driving while suspended, driving while revoked ticket, call an attorney that practices in Lee Summit, that practices in Jackson County in your area. Don't go to some out-of-state person. We can do it. Other people are competent in doing it. You need to start early with this charge. Don't procrastinate. The reason why is it takes a little planning. Many of the prosecuting attorney's offices, in fact, the majority of them, will not negotiate with anyone if you're not reinstated. So the attorney needs to immediately begin to do one of two things. Either first, take the steps necessary with the Department of Revenue of Missouri to get you reinstated. That will save you money. That will save you the risk of additional suspensions from these additional tickets that you might get. And third, it will save you cost. It will save you money. So, not to mention that you're delegating the problem to somebody that does it for a living, and you don't have to worry about it. You can sit at home and do whatever it is, take care of your family, go to work, because you've already done the right thing. Delegated to a professional that does it. I can show you additional details on your particular court date if you go to our website. The important part of starting early is not just about trying to get your license reinstated, because some of you can't do it because of long-term suspensions. But what you can do, there are some options to go through with some judges, and you have to plan that out. I can't tell you exactly what to do with your particular judge because I don't know which judge you're charged with yet. I don't know who you're appearing before. Different judges are persuaded by different arguments, and your situation is going to be unique. There are virtues that you have and vices that you have that we need to work around or accentuate. So I would suggest that you call us, try to get the driving while suspended, driving while revoked charge planned out early, and then we can take care of it. A lot of people think that it's a defense, that they didn't know that they were suspended or revoked, or that it was just a failure to pay a reinstatement fee. Those are actually not defenses under the law. Even sometimes people are charged with driving without insurance, and indeed they did have insurance, and they get suspended anyways and get those tickets. Remember, ignorance of the law is no defense. So you have to worry about that. Call us in advance. We'll help you out. That's what we do. I've never failed to solve one of these problems. This is Law Talk. I'm Matt Hamilton. Thank you for joining me.